Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for April 4th, 2022. It's been well over a month since the last time I did one of these, so there's a lot to talk about, like catch-up news and whatnot. I won't be going in-depth into a lot of that, so yeah, but there's the new releases, everything what's came out since the last weekly Star Wars recap. I'll just run that down real quick. There's the last four things for Phase 1 of the High Republic, Edge of Balance Volume 2, the manga, High Republic Adventures Issue 13, High Republic Issue 15, and the High Republic Eye of the Storm Issue 2. I haven't read those yet. And then a bunch of comics came out. Star Wars Issue 21. I didn't read that, but Han Solo and Chewbacca Issue 1. I did read that, and I enjoyed that. I'll probably have a video out on that soon. Crimson Reign Issue 3. Halcon Legacy Issue 2. Darth Vader Issue 21. Dr. Aphra, I wrote Issue 10, but it's not Issue 10. I think it's 18 or 19. And Bounty Hunters Issue 21. I didn't read any of those. But then a new short story came out in the Star Wars Insider magazine, Galactic Tales of the Wessel Run. I didn't read that either, but there is some more news about that story later. But coming out this week, there's some big new releases, mainly Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which will come out April 5th, 2022, which is a brand new Lego Star Wars video game. Super excited. I'll be doing videos, playthrough and whatnot on that this week. I don't know when it'll start, but it'll start hopefully sometime this week. But also coming out is Queen's Hope, new young adult novel on April 5th, and Bounty Hunters Issue 22 on April 6th, 2022. So, yep. So that's it for new releases. So let's jump into the news. Since the last time, there was a lot of stuff for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, including a new teaser trailer, which I'll talk about that more in a second. But there's some more recent news, and in fact, just a few days ago, that the series has been, I guess, technically delayed. It was supposed to come out May 25th, 2022, which would have been the 45th anniversary of the original Star Wars film. But they pushed it back 2 days till Friday, May 27th, 2022. I don't know exactly why, but instead of just one episode airing, the first two episodes will air on May 27th, so that's nice. And then, I guess, every Wednesday after that, a new episode will come out, so pretty much get the first three episodes in under a week, so that's great. I don't know why they delayed it exactly. My best guess is that Star Wars Celebration is going on during that time. I believe it's the 26th through 29th. So I'm guessing maybe the 26th, do a big panel for the Obi-Wan series and whatnot, and maybe air those episodes during it. I don't know. For the people who actually go. But I don't know. That's just speculation. So it does make that week even busier than it was before. Now with the Obi-Wan series coming out during Star Wars Celebration, obviously, it depends on how much actual news there is from Star Wars Celebration for me to make videos on, but yeah. Anyways, I'll just talk about that Obi-Wan teaser. It came out like a month ago now, and I'll probably still just make a video on it, but yeah. Obviously, it showed off Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan, but it mainly showed off the Inquisitors, which will be the first time we'll see them in live action, so that's cool. It seems like the kind of more main Inquisitor is this female one named Reva, but we do see the Grand Inquisitor and the Fifth Brother also, which the Grand Inquisitor does look a little off. He's a little weird looking, but I was having to get used to it, how he looks in the show, but the teaser was cool. But there was also a bunch of new pictures from Entertainment Weekly released also. A cover with Ewan back as Obi-Wan, which that was technically our first image of him back, because that cover in the magazine came out early in the day when the teaser dropped, and then all the photos also came out. But that magazine cover was the first we got, so that's cool. But anyways, a bunch of those pictures, several of Obi-Wan. There's one of him like in this cave on Tatooine, seemingly, camping out there, maybe even living there currently. But then there's ones of him like sneaking around and whatnot, and then one of him seemingly feeding his Eopie, I believe. Yeah, Eopie, I believe it is. But then there's several pictures of Reva, new Inquisitor, who, like I said, prominently featured in the teaser. But coolest one of hers, one they're in Uncle Owen going face to face, which you kind of see that moments from that time in the teaser. But finally, probably the biggest picture. Yeah, picture of Darth Vader coming out of his meditation chamber. So yeah, obviously Vader didn't show up in the teaser. You do hear his breathing at the end. So yeah, but it is technically our first look at Vader in the Obi-Wan series. Obviously, it's not as big of a deal as Obi-Wan because Vader has returned recently, like in Rogue One. So yeah, but I'm excited to see Vader and Obi-Wan probably duel again. So yeah, but anyways, some other news. There's a report from the Hollywood Reporter reporting that Back to the Future star Christopher Lloyd has joined the cast of The Mandalorian Season 3. Obviously, there's really no info on who will be playing, but they do say in the article that it's going to be a guest role. So, not a new big character. Probably only a part in one single episode, which happens a lot in The Mandalorian. I would assume it'd probably be something like, like Bill Burr's character or Michael Bihn's character in The Mandalorian, so something probably like that, where, obviously Bill Burr's character appeared in multiple episodes, but Michael Bihn's character was in that one episode and whatnot, so, maybe something a little bit bigger than Michael Bihn's, but, I'd assume probably something like that, but, I'm definitely excited to see, Christopher Lloyd in a Star Wars story, so, yeah, but there's not much else to talk about there. But, let's jump into there's a bunch of more random news. First, there was the comics for June 2022, which I would have just ran them down real quick, but there was one issue I did want to talk about, and that was Star Wars issue 25, which will be written by Charles Soule with art by Raymond Rosanas, Giuseppe Camuncoli, I'd probably butcher their last name, but Will Sonny and Phil Noto, which will release on June 1st, 2022. But this issue will be the 100th issue of the main line Star Wars series since Marvel took back over the Star Wars comics license with the 2015 series, which the 2015 Star Wars series ran for 75 issues, and this is the 25th issue of the second series, so that's 100 issues there. So yeah, but I guess also because Charles Soule is writing out, I guess it was his 100th Star Wars comic he wrote, so it's kind of a different issue, which I'll just read the description for it, which it says a celebration across the galaxy for Star Wars' 25th issue, with stories set from the prequel to the sequel eras. Experience new tales of Obi-Wan and Anakin, Darth Vader, Poe Dameron, and Kylo Ren. Join Charles Soule along with his previous artistic collaborators for his era-spanning celebration. So it seems like it will feature 4 stories based around some of Charles Soule's previous comic series. So obviously Obi-Wan and Anakin, Darth Vader, Poe Dameron, and the Rise of Kylo Ren comic series. So I'm definitely excited to get more stories based around those comics, as I like all of them. And I've enjoyed pretty much all of Charles Soule's Star Wars work so far, so I'm excited for it. But yeah. Anyways, some of the other comics include Darth Vader issue 24, which come out June 8th. Bounty Hunters issue 24, which come out June 15th. Dr. Aphra issue 22, which come out June 22nd, or as I wrote, 22th. Han Solo and Chewbacca issue 4, which come out June 15th. The Halcon Legacy issue 5, which come out June 8th. And Obi-Wan issue 2, which come out June 8th. And then The Mandalorian issue 1, which came out June 22nd. So we'll talk about that more in a second. But there was also some omnibus comic news. There will be a reprinting of the Dr. Aphra omnibus coming out in October. And then a War of the Bounty Hunters omnibus collecting every issue from the crossover series coming out November 2nd, 2022. Anyways, let's jump into a bunch of quick rundown of a bunch of stuff. There's probably stuff I missed. I should have looked, again to see if there was anything I missed, but if I did, it wasn't really anything crazy. This is mostly just a bunch of random publishing stuff, but before I do get into a bunch of that publishing stuff, I do want to talk about Lego. There was several sets revealed, some of which actually ended up coming out. There's new helmets in Jabba's palace, but more Boba's throne room, I believe was the set name, based off the ending scene of The Mandalorian Season 2, what teased the Book of Boba Fett. So yeah, but there was several new sets. One, the Mandalorian's Naboo Starfighter from the Book of Boba Fett, which will have Din Djarin. We'll have the Darksaber in this one. I heard that we'll actually have a non-black head or something like that. Not sure about that. I think that's a rumor I heard. I could be wrong though. But that's a cool set. There's also the Republic Fighter tank. I forget the name of it. It was just revealed, which will come out later this month. But it features Mace Windu and several of the I believe it's Phase 2 purple clones, so that's neat. But then there was 3 new sets in a new series, like the helmet collection called the Diorama collection or something like that, which there's, like I said, 3 sets based on scenes from the original trilogy, which those include the Trash Compactor, Death Star Trench Run, and Yoda's Hut on Dagobah. The Yoda's Hut is probably my favorite one out of those 3, so I'm definitely excited for that. Anyways, let's jump into all that publishing stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, there's the Mandalorian comic, issue 1, which will be a comic adaptation from Marvel of the first season of The Mandalorian, which will run for 8 issues, each issue adapting each episode. But the comic will be written by Rodney Barnes with art by George Gianti. Also, this month of publishing news, I mentioned earlier the Star Wars Insider short story. It's called Galactic Tales, the Wessel Run. But there's going to be 3 other Star Wars Insider short stories under the Galactic Tales name, which will be kind of Attack of the Clones theme for its 20th anniversary. Which, like I said, there's one with Zam Wessel and it was also Jango Fett, but there'll be one for General Grievous, Dexter Jetster, and Mace Windu. So excited to read those. But then there was a new cover for the upcoming young adult novel, Padawan, which just shows the young Obi-Wan Kenobi. But then there was a new cover for the upcoming adult novel, Shadow of the Sith, along with an excerpt for that novel. But the cover showed Luke and Lando, along with some new dark side Force users. I'm interested in that. And there was also an excerpt for the upcoming novel, Brotherhood adult novel, which will show follow Anakin and Obi-Wan shortly after the events of Attack of the Clones. Anyways, that's it for this week's weekly Star Wars recap. I'll be back next week, hopefully, and talking about something, I don't know, but, I'm going to be trying to get back into the groove of things with videos. I've been kind of not doing it for the past 2 months, barely, even like really the past 3 months, it's barely doing anything, so I'm going to get back into it, so, yeah. Anyways, that's going to be for this one. I've been Sarge, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Where is he?